In this video, we are going to map microservices architecture with the AWS serverless services. But before that, I will show you cloud native microservices, and after that I will show you serverless microservices, and lastly we will compare and map these services from traditional cloud native to serverless microservices. Let me start with the traditional cloud native e-commerce microservices architecture. Cloud native is an industry-wide methodology that enables companies to rapidly develop and deploy applications with more flexible scaling options by taking full advantage of the power of cloud computing. So cloud native applications are microservice oriented, containerized, and dynamically orchestrated in order to optimize and use resources. We are following the 12-factor application methodology when designing the cloud native applications. Here you can find the overall picture of traditional cloud native e-commerce microservice architecture. As you can see on the slide, this image, which is the cloud native e-commerce microservice architecture, you can see that we have an API gateway, we have microservices, we have databases and messaging queues. So these are developed in cloud native environment, developing with the application development frameworks like Java, Spring Boot or .NET. In cloud native microservices are developing with the application development frameworks like Java, Spring Boot or .NET, and containerized by Docker containers. After that, orchestrate with the container orchestration tool with Kubernetes and deployed to the Kubernetes, and of course infrastructure as code tool by using the Terraform or any cloud native infrastructure developing tool. So this is the cloud native e-commerce application. So if we design same architecture with the AWS serverless services, you can find this serverless e-commerce microservice architecture. It is basically developed in the serverless environment and developing with AWS Lambda, no deployment requirements, and infrastructure as code by AWS CDK CloudFormation. Let's see more detailed to examine this serverless e-commerce microservice architecture. You can see that we have also API gateway in here, but this is the fully serverless API gateway and managed by the AWS serverless services. We can basically expose API to the client application and redirect the request to the downstream microservices. Okay, so the second component is microservices. You can see the product basket and ordering microservices. These are developed by the AWS Lambda from the compute services. AWS Lambda will be handled microservice business logics in their functions. And the third one is the databases. You can see that here are NoSQL, DynamoDB database that can be key value pair, also document databases. You can pick the different NoSQL database types into DynamoDB, and also we can use the Aura serverless relational database in here. But in our architecture we have only DynamoDB for now, but you can also use relational Aura serverless database in here. And also we have the same way, we have a message broker system, which is the Amazon Event Bridge Event Bus. We are using the serverless event bus, which is the AWS Amazon Event Bridge serverless service, that it is providing the all message broker functionality. And basically you can see that basket checkout again publish an event to the event bridge, and this will be consumed by the ordinary microservices, the communication performed by the asynchronous way. And of course we are watching all these operations with the Amazon CloudWatch for centralized logging and monitoring. And by default all of these services can automatically scale and high availability, reliability. All these features comes with the AWS serverless by default.